To purify our souls, the devil is allowed to attack our sinful nature. Just like the biblical stories we read about in Samson and Delilah and King David and Bathsheba, I lowered my guard with a woman, and the devil used that to try to destroy me. There's a battle that takes place each and every day in the spirit realm between good and evil. After I became a newborn Christian, it was like the devil started attacking my weaknesses one by one. I was married for less than a year when my wife turned around and told me that her son's best friend committed suicide. Soon after that, I found out another son had committed suicide. Right after that, I found out that one of her best son's friends' dad was riding in a motorcycle and someone ran a red light and hit him head on, and he died in that accident. Well, needless to say, my ex-wife was spending a lot of time with her single woman friends whose children were either dying or were concerned about them committing suicide. And so then she stopped coming home at night, and then she came home and said she no longer wanted to be married. Well, needless to say, I was in shock over all of this. Here I am now, a Christian, facing the possibility of being divorced. I did everything I could to try to get counseling and do whatever I could to try to reconcile the situation, but it didn't matter what I said. It was clear that my ex-wife didn't want to be married, and there's nothing I could say or do to change it. Well, she moved out, and I was distraught. I went through a very dark time, physically, mentally, emotionally, trying to reconcile what had happened. Here I am now, a Christian now. This wasn't supposed to happen to me. I was praying and I just didn't hear God answering my prayers. It was a time of searching but not finding the answers that I seeked. So I decided to go ahead and buy a used motorcycle and to ride to Colorado up into the mountains to relive some precious moments that I've experienced there before, and just to seek God's will until I heard from Him. Well, one morning I just got done riding the Gunnison Black Canyon, which is a beautiful natural park. And I was coming around to Delta, Colorado, and I was approaching this light, and this guy ran the red light, and he hit me head on. I don't remember him hitting me. I don't remember flying 30 feet in the air. I don't remember landing. But I do remember waking up on my back. And the first thought that hit my mind is, am I paralyzed? And then I noticed that I had some movement in my extremities. And then I noticed that I was in so much pain. And then the next thought that hit me was, I need to get up off of this road before somebody runs me over. And then the next thought was, I don't have medical insurance, so I need to make sure that an ambulance doesn't come because I can't afford to pay for it. Well, it ended up that I had 6 fractured ribs, a partially deflated lung, and a broken shoulder. But all things considered, it must have been an angel that broke that kind of fall. Well, it took about a year to recover from that. And during that year of recovery, I prayed a lot and I sought the Lord. And I kept asking the Lord, what do you want me to do? I can't take care of myself anymore. I own this house that I inherited earlier that year, which is really an amazing story, how God provided. But I said, Lord, I've got equity in this house, but I can't afford to take care of myself, and I can't hold down a job. What do you want me to do? Where do you want me to go? I'll go wherever you tell me you want me to go. I'll do whatever you want me to do, but just make your will known. Well, God didn't answer my prayer for many months. I've learned that, when it comes to directional prayers and directional instructions that come from the Lord, those are rare. God doesn't answer us. It's not like an instant drive-through, You have to pray, and we wait on the Lord. And we wait for His perfect timing. But then finally one day, the Lord answered my prayer. And that's a wonderful story, which I'll talk about in the next video.